There's a kid in Texas who can't feel pain. Not won't, can't. He has broken bones hundreds of times, but felt nothing. He fought with his senior and beaten like a dog, but it was just a normal physical conversation for him. Never got hurt, didn't cry once. Doctors call it a disease. His family calls it terrifying. But somewhere between those two words is something that sounds a lot like a superpower. And we love superpower. That's our fantasy. And turns out, he's not the only one. There are real medical conditions walking around right now that give people abilities straight out of a comic book. So it's possible you can actually become the Avenger. But there is a price to pay for these abilities. We would discuss further.
The Wolverine condition. It's called CIPA, congenital insensitivity to pain with anhidrosis. People born with it physically cannot feel pain. Not a high pain tolerance, just zero pain. They don't have the idea what pain feels like. Even if you put the knife in their heart, they won't even blink. That's the peak stoicism right there. If they learn to fight, they will be unstoppable. Sounds incredible, until you realize pain exists for a reason. It's your body's alarm system. Without it, people with CIPA lose their fingers without realizing it. They would walk on broken ankles for days without noticing, and touched hot stoves without pulling away. And most importantly, they won't know mosquitoes are biting him. Most people with this condition don't survive past their 20s, not because the condition itself is fatal,
but because their body never tells them anything is wrong until it's already too late. A real-life superpower that quietly tries to kill you for having it. The Stone Man Syndrome. Science calls it fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, FOP for short. One of the rarest diseases on Earth. About 1 in 2 million people have it. Here's what it does. Every time the body takes damage, a bruise, a small cut, even a flu shot, it overreacts. Instead of healing normally, it grows new bone in that spot. Permanently. Over years, that extra bone connects joint to joint, muscle to muscle, until the body essentially builds itself a second skeleton on the outside of the first one. People with FOP slowly turn into a living statue, unable to bend their knees, elbows, or jaw because their own body welded them shut. It's basically the human body's broken attempt at becoming indestructible, and it succeeds at the worst possible part of that goal. Superhuman memory. Ask someone with hyperthymesia what happened on a completely random date 15 years ago. Tuesday, nothing special. And they'll tell you exactly what they wore, what they ate, and what the weather was like. Their brain doesn't forget almost anything, ever. And here I am forgetting why I came to the living room for.
Sounds like the ultimate cheat code for school, work, arguments with your partner about what you actually said last March. But people who actually have this condition describe it differently. Every embarrassing moment, every fight, every loss, all of it stays exactly as vivid as the day it happened. Forever. So the day she left haunts daily. Forgetting isn't a glitch in your brain. It's a feature. And these people don't get it. But I think I would have this power. The catch is pretty easy to handle.
The Elastic Man Syndrome. There was a guy in my high school, he could bend his finger backwards and sometimes could sit in weird positions, like completely impossible to us. He has been showing this talent of bending and stretching bone for years. It felt like he was made out of slime, but he didn't know it was actually a disease called joint hypermobility syndrome. It seems like a pretty good ability. You can reach the far corner of the sofa to find your keys, or might helpful to fight Thanos too. But the problem is, those same loose joints dislocate ridiculously easily. A simple stretch, a hug, or even rolling over in bed can pop a shoulder or kneecap out of place. Turns out being built like Mr. Fantastic isn't nearly as fun when your own body keeps falling apart.
The real giants. Andre the Giant, Robert Wadlow, the tallest man ever recorded at nearly 9 feet tall. Both had the same condition, acromegaly, a tumor on the pituitary gland that floods the body with growth hormone way past what's normal for years. Bones keep growing, hands, feet, jaw, forehead, all of it, long after a normal body would have stopped. It's the closest thing real biology has ever produced to an actual giant.
And those ancient stories about giants might have started when some short king saw a person with this condition in the forest. You would look like a Hulk on diet. And actual superhero looks too. But the growth doesn't stop at impressive. It keeps going internally too. Organs grow alongside everything else, including the heart. Most people with untreated acromegaly don't live past their 40s because the same condition that made them giants is also quietly crushing them from the inside.
Unbreakable bones, perfect memory, inhuman size. On paper, every single one of these sounds like something you'd pay for. In reality, the human body wasn't built to handle its own extremes. Every one of these superpowers is really just your biology breaking in a direction that happens to look impressive from the outside. Maybe the real superpower is just having a body that quietly works the way it's supposed to. Boring, underrated, still better than turning into a statue.